Good morning. Thank you everyone for joining us today during our presentation on our showcase vacations. My name is Sam and our fabulous tour director Martie is here with us that will help me with some of the presentation. Hi Martie.
Good morning everyone. Nice to see everyone here.
Many of you might have already been able to travel with Martie on the road and we're going to touch base on 3 different showcases today. I'm going to leave everyone's microphones unmuted, so at the end of each discussion, if you have any questions, let us know and we'd love to answer those for you. Before we begin, I'd like to announce the winner of last month's presentation drawing, Eileen M. from
This was a Zoom from Anderson with the tour, so I just clicked it on.
Might need to mute somebody here.
It's ringing.
Okay, I apologize for that. Congratulations, Eileen. She's won 2,500 Anderson loyalty points. Each participant joining our presentation today will be entered into a drawing for next month's presentation, so tune in with us then to see if you won. And the earlier you book, the more points you earn with our Anderson Loyalty Points Rewards system. So here we'll just show you the number of points you can earn dependent on when you make your reservation. Today we'll be talking about our showcase tours. If you've never been on a showcase with us, these are really excellent tours. They're longer, so we have more time to see some more exciting things that we wouldn't usually have the time or ability to get in to see. There's a lot of excitement included and a lot of opportunity along the way to make lifelong friendships. Right here's a quick list of the tours that we'll touch base on today, and we'll get into more detail as we move along here. Our first discussion is one of our staples, the National Parks Treasures. This goes July 6th through the 19th. You'll be on the road with us for 14 days. Reservations made by May 7th qualify for double loyalty points. That will be 7,598 points per person. Martie will be your tour director on this tour, so she's going to get us started. Take it away, Martie.
Okay, well, good morning, everyone. I've done this trip twice before. It's a 14-day tour, and I love it. It's one of my most favorite tours to do because there's so much to see and so much to do on this tour. There's the beautiful country that we live in. Is astounding whenever you travel across it. So we'll go through the slides. We'll talk about everything, and at the end, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer it. This tour has added some new things since I did it the first 2 times, so this is going to be an adventure for me also. So this is day 1. We're going to travel to Peru, Illinois on day 1, and along the way we'll stop and have lunch. We'll have some rest stops, but one of our stops that we really enjoy is the Notre Dame. The Notre Dame school. Excuse me. I'm a little nervous this morning. Not on the bus. I'm not used to being on TV. So whenever we stop at Notre Dame, you'll have an opportunity to see the mosaic of Jesus, which is normally called Touchdown Jesus because he faces the Newt Rockne entrance to the football stadiums. So it's a wonderful place to get pictures, and it's a beautiful mosaic. You'll have time to go to the bookstore, do some shopping in the bookstore, walk around the campus, see the cathedral. I mean, it's just a lovely stop. And then we'll have some rest stops before we get to Peru, Illinois for the night. That day, we're going to travel about 480 miles. So it's going to be a bit of a day, but we'll have a good time. The start day is always a fun time getting to know each other. Okay, the next day, we're going to be stopping at, we're going to go as far as Kearney, Nebraska. And we'll be stopping at 2 of our capitals, the Des Moines, Iowa capital and the Lincoln, Nebraska capital. You'll get to stretch your legs. Great place for photo opportunities. These are beautiful. The architecture of these are beautiful. So this is a great place. You'll get to go inside, use the facilities, walk around, and get some fabulous photos. We're also going to have a lunch on us at the machine shed. That's hard to say.
The tongue twister there.
In Urbandale, Illinois, before we head over to Kearney for the rest of the night. Oh. Linda was in the Capitol building last year. I haven't seen her since. Have you? She looks like
I don't think she came back.
I forgot that she disappeared after that. Okay, we'll move along here. The next day, day 3, will be in Kearney, and this is the Great Platte River Archway, which spans over Highway I-80. A greeter may come on, maybe a mountain man will come on to greet us and enter the coach to welcome us there. And then we'll go into the archway, and we'll travel through the past to the archway's unique experience, tells the stories of the adventurers who followed the Great Platte River across Nebraska and helped to build America. We'll spend time in this exhibit. The personal audio guide lets you walk with the pioneers on the Oregon Trail, hear stories of early auto travel on the Lincoln Highway, and watch traffic pass below you on I-80. We'll also make a stop at the Abraham Lincoln Memorial Monument. This will just be a rest stop and a photo stop. This had originally stood alongside the highest point on the old coast-to-coast Lincoln Highway in Sherman Summit. It's 8,878 feet above sea level. When I-80 was completed in 1969, the monument was moved there, losing a couple of hundred feet. But it's getting a vast new audience because it's right there on the highway. Wonderful picture stop, and we'll spend some time there enjoying that. And then we'll head on the rest of the day to Rock Springs, Wyoming. So that's going to be our day 3. And here we are in Jackson, Wyoming, just in time for lunch. This picture on the right is the famous elk antler arches going into the town square. The arches are built with more than 2,000 antlers collected from the National Elk Refuge. It's a local tradition for their Boy Scout troops to harvest the antlers each season. These antler arches are found on all 4 corners of the town square. Wonderful photo op. I think you see some yellow tags there. I think those are Anderson people standing out there on a prior trip.
Yes, those are.
Okay. After checking into our hotel after lunch, we'll be heading to the Bar T5 Ranch to have a true Western dinner and show. We will travel to dinner after we get off our bus by Conestoga wagons pulled by a team of horses. We may be attacked by Indians on the way, but don't worry, we haven't lost a passenger yet during the attack. You'll also enjoy a delicious Western cookout and have fun during an audience interactive show by honest to goodness cowboys. This is a true Western experience and a lot of fun. Okay. Today on day 5, get ready for a scenic day because it was sure to be a beautiful one. We begin traveling through Grand Teton National Park with a number of photo stops along the way, including Glacier View and the Albright Overlook. Grand Teton National Park is approximately 310,000 acres and includes the major peaks of the 40-mile-long Teton Range, as well as most of the northern sections of the valley, known as Jackson Hole. We've all heard of Jackson Hole. And it's only 10 miles south of Yellowstone. We'll arrive at Yellowstone National Park in time for you to have lunch. And after lunch, we'll have a step-on guide come onto the coach for a tour of the lower loop of Yellowstone. During that tour, you will have the opportunity to see everyone's favorite.
Old Faithful. There we go.
The geyser, yeah. Have your camera ready for that. We make sure that you do get to see the geyser go off. I think it goes off like every 70 minutes or so. So you'll have time to take some photos and watch the geyser. We'll probably even have dinner there. And we will stay the night in Yellowstone Park. Some people enjoying the beautiful views there.
It's lovely. There we go.
Okay. Is that the right slide, Sam?
Yes. I might be one ahead.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, on this slide today, we'll head out of Yellowstone, but not before we stop by the IMAX Theater to show Yellowstone, the movie, and have lunch in West Yellowstone with time for shopping before we head to Kalispell, Montana for the night to get ready for our big day tomorrow. And this is our big day tomorrow, the red buses. Sam and I are getting coordinated. Bear with us. So today we're going to get up early. We're going to head to Glacier National Park. This is my most favorite national park because the beauty there is astounding. We'll meet our red bus drivers and we'll take an exciting 3-hour going to the Sun Road tour. On this tour, you'll see incredible things. You'll see waterfalls, you'll see magnificent views while learning about the glaciers and how they're disappearing. So, and when you see the glaciers, you look and they look like they're really small, but they're actually pretty big. They're just so high up that they look like they're little, but they're not. We'll stop halfway at Logan Pass for a rest stop and stretch your legs, and then we'll head on to St. Mary's Lodge for lunch. And after lunch, we'll travel to Helena, Montana for the night. This is a fun day on those. Where'd you go, Sam? Oh, there
We're in Helena.
Okay, day 8 finds us in Helena, Montana. We'll meet a step-on guide in the morning who will take us on a tour of Helena to marvel at the Cathedral of St. Helena with its dramatic 230-foot spires. We'll cruise by Reader's Alley, a restored miners' village from the Gold Rush days, and we'll see the old fire tower, one of the few remaining fire towers in the United States. And we'll view the Greek Renaissance architecture of Montana's state capital with its massive copper dome. We'll see the opulent mansion district featuring the dream homes of Helena's mining millionaires. This is truly an experience here. And after a morning tour, we'll also have a Gates of the Mountain tour, which is a scenic boat ride between Yellowstone and Glacier National Parks. Plenty of beautiful scenery to enjoy. Those are people. I don't see any yellow tags. I think that not our people.
Not in this one here.
Not in this one. But they seem like they're having a good time, so it doesn't matter.
They sure are. That looks like a good time there too.
Yeah. I have not been to Helena, so this will be a new experience for me since you added this to the tour. So
everyone's really liked that so far. So
yeah.
That'll be a nice new one for you there.
Yeah, I'll enjoy. Yep, it's all beautiful. It looks like a beautiful time out there. Oh, there's the dome of the courthouse. Copper dome. Beautiful. I love the architecture.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
So next day, we're going to head to Little Bighorn Battlefield National Monument, which preserves the site of the June 25th and 26th, 1876 Battle of Little Bighorn near Crow Agency, Montana. It serves as a memorial to those who fought in the battle, George Armstrong Custer's 7th Cavalry, and the Dakota and Arapaho Force. The Visitor Center offers plenty of information at the Battle of Little Bighorn, lots of history to learn at this site. And after our stop at Little Bighorn, we'll travel on to Spearfish, South Dakota for the night. Spearfish, is that where they have the big motorcycle rally? Sam?
That's in Sturgis, but they're close by.
Okay, close. Yeah. Okay, never mind. We won't see any motorcycles. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Day 10 finds us at heading over to Rapid City, South Dakota, where we will visit the dinosaur park. If you're wondering why we're visiting a dinosaur park, it's because it is built in the center of and above Rapid City. So you'll have great views of the city for photo opportunities. But hey, it's never too late to learn about dinosaurs and visit the Dinosaur Center. So, and after leaving that park, we will travel to Hill City, South Dakota. These guys are having a good time.
I think in a moment here, they'll show us the panoramic view you get from the park itself of Rapid City in the Black Hills, which is
this is gorgeous.
Really impressive. You're
going for the views, not for the dinosaurs, I think.
Maybe a little bit of both there.
Maybe, depends.
They are pretty cute.
Yeah, they're pretty big too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Sam to go on this trip with us so she can do all of this on her own.
Oh, it wouldn't take much convincing for me if I had the time. Let me tell you.
Anderson won't let her out of the office. Oh, look, they have a gift shop. What a surprise.
Yes, there. Get our dinosaur memorabilia there. And then we will move along here.
Okay.
And we're off to the
1880s train. The Black Hills Central Railroad is a heritage railroad in Keystone, South Dakota. The train runs between Hill City and Keystone. This railroad was originally built to serve mining and timber interests in the Black Hills. It reached Keystone on January 20th, 1900. And it was later used to haul equipment for carving of nearby Mount Rushmore. The Black Hills Central Railroad restores early 20th century and era locomotives and train cars and has been featured on television shows such as Gunsmoke, General Hospital, the TNT miniseries Into the West, and it also appeared in the movie Orphan Train. While we're on the train, we'll enjoy a boxed lunch.
All righty.
Yeah.
I did
And
not
there's
know that
open
was a
air,
movie.
there's open air cars on that, and there's also air conditioned cars. So I don't know. Didn't think I ever saw that gunfight there. So I don't know. It must be something new there.
All right.
Okay. So next day we will visit Mount Rushmore and Crazy Horse, two of America's favorite monuments. The majestic beauty of Mount Rushmore, learn of its history, take lots of photos, walk through the visitor center, and shop for Mount Rushmore mementos. This is an astounding place to, if you haven't been there. I've been here several times, and every time I go, I'm in awe of it every single time. We'll also visit the Crazy Horse Memorial, which, if you didn't know, is bigger than Mount Rushmore, although most people don't know that. And they're still working on that. We'll go to the visitor center. You'll see a replica of what it's going to look like after it's completed. It will not be completed in our lifetime. So, but it's a really fun memorial to visit. We'll have dinner at the Laughing Waters restaurant. And by the way, when we leave, don't forget to pick your very own rock from the Crazy Horse Monument on your way out. They want you, well, actually, they insist that visitors take a rock when they leave, because that's the only way to get rid of all the stone as they continue chipping away at that statue. I have three crazy horse rocks.
There we go.
Got it? In my garden. I'm going to get another one. I'll bring one back for you, Sam. Okay.
Yeah, someone remind Marty to bring one back to the office for me. I've got a little stack of rocks here.
It's fun under the coach, all those rocks rolling around. It's really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, next day we're going to visit famous the Wall Drug Store, often simply called just Wall Drugs. It's a roadside attraction located between the town of Wall, South Dakota, and the Badlands National Park. It consists of a collection of cowboy-themed stores, including a drugstore, a gift shop, several restaurants, and various other stores, as well as an art gallery and an 80-foot brontosaurus sculpture. So if you didn't have enough dinosaurs, we're going to give you another dinosaur in this one. The charm of Wall Drug has even reached global proportions, with visitors proudly displaying signs indicating the distance to Wall Drug from famous locations. In 1981, during the busiest time for tourists, Wall Drug gave away an astonishing 20,000 cups of water daily, offering much needed relief on scorching summer days. Plenty of shopping for all of your Western needs, and we'll also have lunch here. This is a fun stop. Well, this is breathtaking. The picture does not do this justice, believe me. It's absolute wonder, this Badlands National Park. And we'll travel through and we'll have a number of scenic photo ops along the way. Have your camera ready, because it's just magnificent. Badlands National Park is located in southwestern South Dakota. It protects 242,000 acres of sharply eroded buttes and pinnacles along the largest undisturbed mixed grass prairie in the United States. It's managed by the National Park Service and also the Ogallala Lakota tribe. Sam, do you know why they call it Badlands National Park?
I think they're badlands to travel across.
Badlands.
Or they were one day.
That's right. Because of the extreme temperature and lack of water and the exposed rugged terrain, they did name this the Badlands. The Indians named it. So, but it is a beauty to see, and we'll have lots of photo stops along the way.
It's very, very beautiful.
Yeah. This picture doesn't do it justice.
No, it didn't.
Okay, now we're off to the Prairie Homestead. This odd house that you see here was built in 1909 and is typical of the homes pioneers built. You can explore the outbuildings. You'll feel like you just stepped out of the pages of Little House on the Prairie. Take a self-guided walking tour of the sod home, caves, outhouse, chicken coop, probably no chickens, and the barn. There's original furnishings and machinery along with those typical of the times. Prairie Homestead is listed on the National Register of Historic Sites. And after we visit there, we will travel on to Mitchell, South Dakota for the night. Wait till we get to Mitchell. It's exciting.
Here it is.
There it is. Corn Palace, the world's only corn palace, is in Mitchell, South Dakota. It's a premier tourist attraction. Some 500,000 tourists come from around the nation each year to see the uniquely designed corn murals. It is redecorated each year with naturally colored corn and other grains and native grasses to make it the agricultural showpiece of the world. They currently use 12 different colors or shades of corn to decorate. They choose a different theme every year, and the murals are designed to reflect that theme. Year by year, the corn is nailed to the corn palace to create a scene. Process starts in late May and is removal of the rye and the dock, and then the corn murals are stripped at the end of August, and new ones are completed by the 1st of October. So I don't know what their theme is going to be when we go this year, but whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be beautiful. They have a wonderful gift shop across the street. What a surprise, gift shop. And after leaving Mitchell, we will head to La Crosse, Wisconsin for the night, but there'll be a couple surprise stops on the way that I'm not going to tell you about today. You'll have to wait and come on the trip to see. So the next day, we will visit the Wisconsin Dells, and we'll travel the Wisconsin River by boat. We'll cruise through a channel cut by ancient glaciers, passing under pine-crowned cliffs, through the Narrows, and past iconic sandstone formations. The adventure will include 2 exclusive shore landings, Witch's Gulch, which is the lower picture, that's going into Witch's Gulch, and you'll have a chance to walk. It's a dramatic, spooky walk-through passage carved by wind and water. And we'll also visit Stand Rock, a towering pillar of sandstone that's home to the famous dog leap to the top of the rock. They used to have a German Shepherd that would leap from the lower rock up to the upper rock. I don't think they do that anymore, because that was years ago, and I don't think the dog's around anymore. But anyway, we'll see that. And after our tour of the Dells, we'll travel to Hammond, Indiana, where we have our farewell dinner, which is kind of sad for us, before heading to our hotel for the night. But we always have a farewell dinner, and we take pictures of everybody, and we just say goodbye, but not really. And then on the next day, we travel home with wonderful memories from that trip, and new friendships. You're going to make wonderful new friendships along the way. As I said in the beginning, this was one of my most favorite trips to do, which is why I requested to do it again this year. So I'd love to have you come with us. Come have a good time on the trip. You will not regret doing this trip. 14 days. I tell a few jokes along the way, and we'll have a good time. So I hope to see you there.
Okay, and so that was just a bit about our national parks. If anybody has any questions for Martie or myself, we've got Marie here, who I think's done this in the past as well.
Hi, Marie.
Hi, Martie.
Hi. Please feel welcome to ask any questions you might have before we move along here.
One thing,
yes.
They do have the dog jumping.
Oh, they do.
Oh, they still do.
Yes, the
They
dog.
must have got a new dog.
I don't know what dog it is, but they do. It does jump, and you can take your own picture of it.
Oh, okay, great. Thanks, Marie. It's been a while
That's
since
awesome.
I've done the trip, so I didn't realize that.
Nice. Okay, well, just a reminder, reservations on this tour made by May 7th are going to be eligible for double loyalty points, and that's 7,598 points per person. So just one last moment here before we move along to South Dakota. All right, and then I will hop back in here. This is one of my personal favorite tours. I know Martie really enjoys this one as well, so feel free to pop in anytime here. But let's check out the faces of South Dakota, departing September 28th through October 7th. This tour is 10 days long. Reservations made by May 31st will qualify for triple loyalty points, and that is 7,797 points per person. Day 1 will be our travel day, and we will start day 2 at the Field of Dreams movie site in Dyersville, Iowa. The baseball field and the house were built for the 1989 movie. This is a really nostalgic stop, and the folks who work here and run the place are just so friendly.
I want to tell you one thing, Sam. The gentleman here in the baseball uniform actually was in the movie.
Oh, awesome. Nice.
I think he was the catcher or something in the movie, but he actually was in that movie.
Nice. That is a nice little stop there. I love that they kept the house and just made it a thing that you can go see.
It's a great stop.
It is. And then here are the Badlands once again. This is just a magnificent stop. We'll spend a good portion of our day 3 checking out this lovely national park. And the Badlands area is known for having one of the richest fossil beds in the world. We talked earlier about how this name here came from how it was a bad land to travel across in the past. But fortunately, transportation's come a long way. So now all you have to do is hop on board and we'll take you to see the sights, and it will be nice and easy and just magnificent, this view. After taking in the Badlands, we'll get to visit the Wall Drug Store. We touched on these details a little bit earlier. This used to be known as the Geographical Center of Nowhere, I believe. So they've really come a long way, bringing in 500,000 visitors per year now. Oops. Okay, are we still up here?
Yep.
Alrighty. And then tonight we check into the K-Bar S Lodge for the next 5 nights. This is a fabulous, comfortable stay, and I'll let you take a look here at the site.
I'll tell you from here, the joy of this is we can stay here 5 nights in a row, so you're not unpacking your bag every night. But you can also see Mount Rushmore at night, part of Mount Rushmore lit up at night from here. So it's really cool.
Oh, that is really cool. I didn't realize that you could see part of Mount Rushmore
Yep.
from here. I knew they were close. Nice. This is a really nice lodge that they have here, and I'll take that off. Like Marty said, having 5 nights on these longer trips is really nice. Just, you know, have several nights in a row where you don't have to pack and unpack. Just wake up, go see the views, come back and relax.
Yep, we use it as a base for 5 years. I mean, 5 days.
5 nights. They also, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. They also have, they've opened a bar, a true bar that you can go to. It's only open from 5 to 8, unless you request longer for a party of something. But our people really enjoyed that, just being able to grab a glass of wine and go down to the open fire pit just below it. And it's very nice anyway.
And lots of wildlife running around there too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That is a lovely little place they have there. Okay. And let me see. Okay, so I think that gives us a good idea of what we will be at. And then the next morning, we will head on over to Rapid City, South Dakota. First, we're going to check out the Journey Museum you'll see here. This was built in 1997 with the mission to reconnect people with their past, enrich our present, and sustain our future. That is a very neat little museum they have there. And then following that, we head over to the Black Hills Gold Factory. We will tour the facility, and each person gets an additional discount on top of their already marked discounted prices. So I know everybody comes back with a lot of goodies usually after this stop. And you'll get to watch up close and learn how gold jewelry is made. I'll just let you take a view of the video here.
And you can shop, lots of shopping.
Yes, yes, of course.
Everyone wanted good luck in 1876. So it then became known as Black Hills Gold about 78 years later.
Grape and leaf motifs is the style of Black Hills Gold and can only be manufactured right here in the Black Hills, and that's what makes it so special. Handcrafted Black Hills Gold jewelry takes dozens of steps to make each piece. After the design is drafted and approved, it is then made into a wax piece. The wax model is cast into a silver master, which is further refined to make duplicates of each style. Rubber molds are needed to duplicate the piece. The silver master is placed inside sheets of rubber
Okay, that's just a little peek.
melted around it.
Join us on the tour to get some more information on that process there. And then the same day, we'll enjoy a guided tour of Rapid City. Here are the bronze statues that Marty was actually telling me about the other day while we were working on this.
Yeah, they have every single president up through Obama is a bronze statue, and it's on the street corners. As you walk through, you see everyone, and they're absolutely fabulous. They're life-size bronze. I understand they're working on the one for Trump now. It's still in the design phases, but they are working on that one to put him there. But yeah, they're fun to see. The one with Kennedy has little John holding his hand walking down. So the statues, that's one of the most amazing things I like about Rapid City is the statues.
Yeah, those are very one of a kind and unique there. Also known for other things like the 7 large residents at Dinosaur Park, Being home to one of the largest powwows in the country and also the Stavkirk Church are just a couple of additional items we'll see on our tour here. And we kick off day 5 at the Borglum Historical Center, where we venture into the world of Gutzon Borglum. I hope I pronounced that okay. This is a sculptor of Mount Rushmore. One thing I found really impressive about this is that Borglum actually began the project for Mount Rushmore at the age of 60 and worked on it for 14 years. So I was really impressed by that bit of information there. And then all aboard the 1880 train. The Black Hills Central Railroad is the oldest continuously operating standard gauge excursion train in the nation. It follows the original route built in the 1800s to service the mines and mills between Keystone and Hill City. We enjoy a box lunch on this scenic excursion, and we got to see a video on that a little bit earlier. And this fella here resides at the Dinosaur Museum at the Black Hills Institute, which we'll see after our 1880 excursion. Natural history enthusiasts can rest assured that you'll find something unique in this treasure trove of dinosaurs, fossils, minerals, and collectibles from all over the world.
They're very big on dinosaurs in South Dakota.
Yes, yes they are. And then next up, we're off to Crazy Horse. This is the largest mountain cat carving in the Black Hills and is considered the 8th world wonder in progress. Crazy Horse Memorial, honoring the indigenous people of North America, stands as a reminder of the importance of reconciliation, respecting differences, embracing diversity, and striving for unity. 3 of the sculptor's grandchildren are still working there today, which I love. We all love a family company. And on day 6, we'll visit Mount Rushmore, just 17 miles from Crazy Horse. We learned a little bit about the sculptor earlier at the Borglum Museum, and now we'll get to see the magnificence in person here.
That's a nice shot of Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, it was. And then we are off to Custer State Park next. I actually met my husband over a decade ago while we were both working in this park. So I might be a little bit biased, but this is truly one of my favorite places on earth. The park is just absolutely beautiful. It was established as a game reserve in 1913, and it's home to over 1,300 free-roaming bison, elk, sheep, mountain goats, antelope, prairie dogs, and more. So you can just take a look here. Really, I have a hard time putting into words how incredible this park is, but it is beautiful.
First see that buffalo herd, yeah, that's why I do this. That's why this is cool, is to see that wonder in their eyes, and they're like, this is awesome.
It's a great place to explore. Take the back roads, Sylvan Lake area.
Kayaking, canoeing, fishing.
Lots of hiking out of there.
Black Elk Peak, you can see the whole Black Hills. And we have the iconic scenic drive, definitely a wildlife loop road. That's where you are going to see quite a bit of the wildlife in the park. It's just a great scenic drive down there.
Visitors can get out on a horse, come over the hill, and there's just bison out there grazing all over the prairie. It's quite a sight to see.
You have anything from backcountry camping to the game lodge where you can make this a 5-star trip.
Custer State Park's a hidden treasure. It's that experience they'll remember forever.
Slow down, take a look around you, get out and make those memories for yourself. There's a little bit for everybody here at Custer State Park in the Black Hills of South Dakota.
And that, again, even the video doesn't quite do justice. The lakes that they have, you'll get to see the wildlife loop while we go there, and it's just, it really is magnificent. Ooh. Alrighty, and then we will have a bit of time to relax after Custer State Park. We're off to the Fort Hays Old West Dinner Show. We'll enjoy a yummy dinner, and the show is just a really fun experience. This is a quick clip for you to see kind of what they have going on over there.
Welcome to Fort Hays, where they offer a variety of attractions for all ages, including an all-inclusive tour that'll take you around the Black Hills. Also, they have an Old West town that includes stations for tin plate crafting, rope making, and a penny press done in a unique fashion that makes it different from all the others. Also offered are 3 hearty meals each day. For breakfast, you have the 99-cent all-you-can-eat pancakes. Lunch includes a show about Wild Bill Hickok. And for supper, a music variety show that combines the styles of the New and Old West. For film buffs, check out the original sets from Dances with Wolves. The 3 on-site gift shops offer knickknacks from Fort Hays, the Black Hills, and Dances with Wolves. So come on out to Fort Hays, there's a lot to do. You can learn some history and have some fun.
We definitely will have fun there. That's a great stop. And then today, the next day, we'll have a full day local guide. We will kick off day 7 at the Devil's Tower here. Look at that handsome bus in that picture. This was designated by President Theodore Roosevelt as America's first national monument in 1906. I was surprised to learn that they actually let people climb this. So that's very interesting. I think that's a little bit scary, but very cool.
Most of our people just walk around it, Sam.
Oh yes, that would be me too. Just enjoy from afar, yes. And then we are off to Spearfish Canyon next, and you'll see some of that here in this video. I'll let you take a look at the sights here. It's another beautiful area. Looks so fresh, like the air, I can imagine, you know. Look at that.
I think we have lunch here too, don't we?
I think we might, yes.
Yes.
Look at that. Ooh. All right, and the day today would not be complete without a visit to Deadwood, South Dakota. Deadwood is known for the gold rush and the Wild West legends who spent their time there, like Wild Bill Hickok, Calamity Jane, and Potato Creek Johnny. The entire town itself is a National Historic Landmark. And then here's the Corn Palace. Once again, we talked about this a bit earlier with Marty. Being the world's only corn palace, it is known worldwide as the folk art wonder on the prairie of South Dakota. There's just a view of the front of the building there.
The front of that building is all corn stalks.
It is. There we go. Okay, and then we will enjoy a guided tour of Amana, Iowa, seen here in this video. The 7 colonies of Amana were established as a National Historic Landmark in 1965, and they're known for having a variety of shops and restaurants. It's a little quaint town that we have here. Oh, I guess there is. That was just a little bit of information on our Faces of South Dakota tour. Each year when we start working on this, I find myself looking at tickets to get back to the area. It really is such an amazing, underrated state, and I just wish that everybody had the opportunity to see it. If anyone has any questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll move right along, although I'm sure most of us could really talk about this tour all day. And then I'll just pause for a moment here in case we do have any questions. If you need to get yourself unmuted. And before we move along, I do just want to mention that you can still get triple loyalty points on this tour. Make a reservation by May 30th, and you will qualify for triple points. And then we will continue right along to the Southwest Balloon Fiesta. This is a 13-day excursion, and it departs September 29th through October 11th. We're traveling on day 1, and we'll overnight near Nashville, Tennessee. And then I want to mention as well that reservations on this tour made by June 1st will qualify for triple loyalty points. That is 11,997 points per person. Those add up really quickly. So if you have any interest, go ahead and get booked, and we'll get those points for you. On day 2, we'll continue our travel southwest and begin the excitement with a Memphis Mojo tour. Our guide's a professional Beale Street musician who will entertain you with comedy, history, behind-the-scenes stories of your favorite Memphis personalities. We'll see Sun Studio, Stack Studio, the Lorraine Motel, Cotton Row, the Peabody Hotel, Historical Central Gardens, and the early homes of Elvis, B.B. King, and Johnny Cash. So very exciting tour just right off the bat there. Continue with me on to day 3, where we will stop for a picture of the breathtaking Arkansas State Capitol before, and we'll end in Fort Worth, Texas, where we'll spend the next 2 nights. After some rest, you can begin day 4 viewing the cattle drive, and then we will enjoy a guided tour of Fort Worth, which is known for its cattle trade and also known as the place where the West begins. It sure looks like it. Here's the Sandia Peak Tramway. It is not a video. We'll be transported above deep canyons and breathtaking terrain over a distance of almost 3 miles. Atop the observation deck, we'll get to see an 11,000 square mile panoramic view of the Rio Grande Valley. That is quite a sight in itself. And of course, the main attraction, the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta. Now, we will have some free time in Albuquerque during our stay here, so I just wanted to mention that in case there's anything else you're interested in. But of course, we will see the Balloon Fiesta. We'll visit a couple of times during our stay. And here's a clip that will let you see some of the sights.
I'm a balloon pilot, and welcome to Albuquerque. Been in New Mexico since '78. Someone in my department had a hot air balloon, invited me out. I was hooked. Finally, me and my husband decided to buy our first balloon, and we have been ballooning since then. Fiesta has put Albuquerque on an international map. New Mexico, with lots of museums around the state. Everybody knows about Santa Fe. We got mountains in the north, deserts more to the south, lots of national monuments. So there's always plenty to go do. Albuquerque is special. It is known around the world. Most balloonists always say, oh, I want to go to Albuquerque once. And ballooning is always a happy time to be around. So you want to be out there, you want to be with people, and you want to have a good time. You can walk right up to any balloon at Fiesta. You are not held back from walking right up, looking in the baskets, looking up in the balloons. If you see somebody who only has about 2 people helping them, you could go up and say, can I help you? Everybody will help each other. You will be right there and watching them take off. It's just gorgeous to look at and see.
All right, those sites are just incredible. I've not had the privilege myself to see those, but the pictures that come back and just through all the work that we've done with this, it is unlike anything I think you've seen elsewhere. And then
Sam,
yeah.
I have actually been at the Balloon Festival, and
Oh,
there's
you have?
nothing more magnificent than seeing all of those balloons of every shape, size, and color all at one time up in the air. It's just a phenomenal sight, something not to be missed.
Yeah, I can imagine just being able to look up and seeing all of those. That would be so cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah. During our time in Albuquerque, we will visit the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center. This is comprised of museum and gallery space, a collection of murals and other native arts, a library, archives, an education department, a teaching kitchen, and cultural programming and events. You might even get to view a cultural dance here. I'm pretty sure that we do. With the timing of our visit, we will get to see this. And then we will hop on board for a guided tour of Santa Fe, New Mexico, the oldest capital city in the United States, also known as an art powerhouse. This is just a quick clip showing some of the sites here for you. That is beautiful. Okay, I think we got a good idea there. And here you will see the Loretto Chapel, known for its spiraling staircase on the right. Today, the chapel is utilized as a museum and also at times a wedding chapel. That is very impressive. I love the architecture of those stairs. We will attend the festival again on day 9 for the key grab competition in the morning and the Glodio during the evening. Had you ever gotten to see the key grab, Marty? Oh, you're muted.
No, I haven't seen the key grab, but I have seen the Glodio.
Okay. I don't know, maybe the key grab might be something they started. I was looking into that. So they have this giant pole that goes up and they put a giant like cardboard key on it at the top. And they have all of the balloons start around the edge and they go up and they're racing to grab the key off of this huge pole. So
I didn't know that. That sounds cool.
And here we see the famous Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo, Texas. A group of artists in 1974 buried 10 Cadillacs as an art installation. Over the years, as you can see, the cars had been coated in layers and layers of spray paint from folks that were not the artists. However, the founders of this installation decided that they were okay with that. So they allow the spray paint, and now this is, I think it's made it even more of a popular stop. I just think that the collaboration between the artists and the local communities who've added the spray paint is really cool installation, the way that they did that. And then we are on day 11 already. This morning we'll visit the Oklahoma Route 66 Museum. Museum offers a personal journey through the history of the nation's most iconic and revered highway. Enter the iconic ideas, images, and myths of the Mother Road. We continue on to the Oklahoma City National Memorial. This commemorates the victims of the 1995 Oklahoma City bombing. We'll be able to take a self-guided tour of the museum here as well. And on day 5, or I'm sorry, excuse me, on day 12, we will travel and see the Precious Moments Chapel. This is very unique. I'll let you take a look here. This chapel is inspired by the Precious Moments figurines, which many of you might be familiar with, and is an entire chapel dedicated to or inspired by those figurines. a really interesting stop. I know I've never seen anything like this before. That was just a bit of information on our Southwest Balloon Fiesta. Reservations made by June 1st will receive triple loyalty points. Again, that's 11,997 points per person. Does anybody have any questions on the Fiesta?
One thing I want to mention, the balloons actually do go up here. A lot of times we would go to St. George for their balloon fest in New York, and they would never leave the ground because of weather and such. Here in Albuquerque, they almost always go off. So we can't guarantee that they'll go off every time, but they'll go off mostly.
Yeah, that's good news to hear because it is definitely a very weather dependent activity. We do spend a few days there, so fortunately, if we have one day where the weather doesn't work with us, as Marie said, we usually always have another day that does work out, so you do get to see the balloons on this lovely tour there. And there are the tours and dates we discussed just one more time. We have some really lovely showcases coming up this summer and early fall, so I hope you jump on board with us. Pause just one more time for any questions on any of those tours. We'd love to answer them for you. We've got Marty here and Marie as well. I think we probably have our marketing team in the background. Don't forget, the gift of travel is invaluable. You or your loved ones can purchase gift certificates online or by phone, and then we can email them directly to you or put it into the mail. I want to thank all of you who joined us one more time today. Your time really is appreciated, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation and get on the road with us soon. And thank you, Marty, for hopping in and talking about this with me, and you too, Marie. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Looking forward to seeing everyone on the tours.
All right, thank you, ladies. And then for everybody else, if you're out and about, stop in and see us. We love talking about our tours, and our little Miss Maisie here loves visitors. So it's a win-win there. Thank you again, everybody, and you just have a fantastic day.
Thank you.
Bye, Sam. Bye, Marty.
Bye. Hey,
Bye,
guys.
Marie.
Thank you,
Bye,
everybody, for
everyone.
logging in.
Thank you. Book a trip.
Thanks. All right, let's get out of here. All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.